Hey, what's up you guys? It's VJ of Yugatech and we just had a look at some of the best laptops you can find under 30,000 pesos. But now we're stepping it up by introducing you to the best laptops under 40,000 pesos that you can find here in the Philippines during the second quarter of 2022. This price range will see laptops that boast improved specs, are more powerful, and are more capable of other tasks on top of office productivity and web browsing. Now let's get to it. First on the list is the HP Laptop 15S carrying the AMD Ryzen 5 5500U, AMD's Radeon graphics, 8GB of RAM, and a 256GB SSD. What's a plus nowadays is that it runs Windows 11 straight out of the box. It packs in a 41Wh battery to help you get through the day. Despite being the most affordable of the bunch at just 30,190 pesos, it can still hold its own with its solid specs. Next on the list actually comes from the well-known smartphone company, REALME. With its REALME Book, you can expect an amazing 2K 14-inch display that has a sweet 3:2 aspect ratio, great for productivity. At just 39,990 pesos, you can get the REALME Book with an 11th Gen Intel Core i5, Intel Iris Xe graphics, 8GB of dual-channel RAM, and 512GB of storage. It also supports 65 watts USB-C charging with its 54Wh battery. All of these make the REALME Book a compelling buy for anyone really. If you're looking for a great bang for the buck laptop at this price range, maybe look at the 2022 Acer Aspire 5. At just 40,000 pesos, you'll be getting 16GB of RAM and 512GB of storage. Plenty enough to run all your programs with barely any hitch. It also comes with the latest 12th Gen Intel Core i5 with Iris Xe graphics. It also features Wi-Fi 6 for faster internet speeds, a 50Wh battery, and Windows 11 pre-installed. Although not as widely known, the CHUWI COREBOOK X Pro carries a 15.6-inch Full HD display, an Intel Core i5 processor, and Iris Plus 655 graphics, and it is priced at just 35,999 pesos. What's quite neat though is that the battery is pretty large compared to other 15-inch laptops at roughly 70 Wh, which should help you last throughout the day without needing to charge it. It also comes with 8GB of RAM and a 512GB SSD with an extra slot for storage expansion up to 1TB. Asus being a well-established and reliable brand we know, its Asus X415 is a solid 14-inch laptop that comes with the Intel Core i5 1135G7 and the NVIDIA GeForce MX 330 graphics. The only downside would be that it only carries 4GB of RAM, but it does have 512GB of SSD storage. The Asus X415 goes for 39,995 pesos and is a good choice if you're looking for a solid and reliable office device. Known for being mostly a smartphone maker, INFINIX has given its take on a slim yet powerful ultrabook with the INFINIX INBOOK X1 Pro. It comes with the Intel Core i7 1065G7, Intel Iris Plus graphics, 16GB of RAM, 512GB of SSD storage, a 55Wh battery, and Wi-Fi 6. All that comes in at just 34,699 pesos, which makes the INBOOK X1 Pro one of the, if not the best deals you can find on a laptop at this price segment specs-wise. Asus makes its way back into the list with the Asus VivoBook 14 M413, which unlike the previous Asus model mentioned, the VivoBook 14 runs the Ryzen 5 5500U processor with AMD Radeon graphics. It also has 8GB of RAM and a 512GB SSD. Couple that with Windows 11, Wi-Fi 6, and a 42Wh battery, the Asus VivoBook 14 M413 is one of the most compelling laptop buys, knowing that you'll get a solid, reliable laptop that can handle even some more demanding tasks. And not to mention that you can find it for as low as 31,933 pesos. Next up on the list is the MSI Modern 14, and depending on your cup of tea, you can have it with either the Ryzen 5 5500U or the Ryzen 7 5700U. You also get a 14-inch Full HD display with AMD Radeon graphics, 8GB of DDR4 RAM, and 512GB worth of SSD storage. The MSI Modern 14 is also pretty modern by having Wi-Fi 6 and Windows 11 straight out of the box. You can find the Ryzen 5 model for as low as 38,586 pesos, and you can even find it at times with 16 gigs of RAM for just under 40k. The Ryzen 7 model, on the other hand, can go for as low as 39,495 pesos. Last but not the least, we have the popular Huawei MateBook D15, which has been renewed with some updates as it now comes with the 11th gen Intel Core i5 and Intel Iris Xe graphics. You also get 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, and 65-watt USB-C charging for its 42-watt-hour battery. At just 35,999 pesos, you'll be getting a solid laptop with a stylish, modern design, a large 15.6-inch Full HD display, solid specs, and that recessed webcam if privacy is a main concern. And that wraps up our list for the top laptops you can find under 40,000 pesos in the second quarter of 2022. If you like this video, be sure to smash that like button and leave us a comment on which laptop was your favorite. Be sure to also stay updated with any content we post by clicking that notification bell. And don't forget to follow YugaTech in Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Be sure to visit yugatech.com for more of your favorite tech news and reviews. This has been VJ of YugaTech. See you next quarter.